As humans, we are naturally drawn to blue space, the sea and coastline, but also rivers, lakes, canals, waterfalls, even fountains. And now scientists are quantifying the positive cognitive and physical effects of water. Since ancient times, humans have assigned healing and transformational properties to water. In early Rome, baths were an important part of cultural life, a place where citizens went to find relaxation and to connect with others in a calming setting. In Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine, the water element is crucial to balancing the body and creating physical harmony. Rivers have long been seen as sacred places, and in a number of different spiritual contexts, water has symbolized rebirth, spiritual cleansing, and salvation. In our everyday lives, we are constantly bombarded with sensory stimuli, whether from our devices, busy homes and offices, or hectic city streets. Our brains need downtime, but they rarely get enough of it. Being around water gives our brains and our senses a rest from overstimulation. In recent years, stressed-out urbanites have been seeking refuge in green spaces, for which the proven positive impacts on physical and mental health are often cited in arguments for more inner-city parks and accessible woodlands. The benefits of blue space are less well-publicized, yet the science has been consistent for at least a decade. Being by water is good for the body and mind. People of all socioeconomic groups go to the coast to spend quality time with friends and family. Harnessing the power of blue space could also potentially help to alleviate inequality. The benefits of coastal living are strongest for people living in the poorest areas. For that reason, it is crucial to ensure everyone has access. We're living in an increasingly urbanized world. A lot of wealthy countries have over 85% of the population living in cities. So if we can find features in cities that promote mental health, this is really going to help us into the future. There's growing evidence that being around blue space can be good for our mental health. Living in a neighborhood where people have lots of opportunity to gaze at blue spaces is associated with lower levels of stress. A 2018 study from Hong Kong showed that people who regularly visited blue spaces in their free time reported greater well-being compared to those who didn't make such visits. They also had a lower risk of depression. Water is considered the elixir and source of life. It covers more than 70% of the Earth's surface, makes up nearly 70% of our bodies, and constitutes over 70% of our hearts and brains. This deep biological connection has been shown to trigger an immediate response in our brains when we are near water. In fact, the mere sight and sound of water can induce a flood of neurochemicals that promote wellness, increase blood flow to the brain and heart, and induce relaxation. Thanks to science, we're now able to connect the dots to the full range of emotional benefits being on, in, or near the water can bring. Contact with water induces a meditative state that makes us happier, healthier, calmer, and more creative. When we're by the water, our brains are held in a state of mild attentiveness, also known as soft fascination. In this state, the brain is interested and engaged in the water, taking in sensory input, but not distracted by an overload of it, as we might be with the hard fascination we experience while watching an action movie or playing a video game. Being in a mindful state, in which the brain is relaxed but focused, benefits the mind and body on a number of different levels. A growing body of research has found myriad benefits associated with mindfulness, including lower stress levels, relief from mild anxiety, pain, and depression, improved mental clarity and focus, and better sleep quality. While in the restful, mindful, contemplative state associated with observing or interacting with water, it's also common to experience feelings of awe. The emotion of awe invokes feelings of a connection to something beyond oneself, a sense of the vastness of nature, and an attempt to make sense of the experience.